Hi, this is Sally, and today is day 53 of my weight loss. Okay, quick report. I exercised today. It was just 10 minutes. The purpose wasn't so much to burn anything. You can't really burn any calories or fats in 10 minutes. The purpose of it was more to get into the habit of exercising. Actually, at the back of my mind, I do have a morning routine that I have planned out. Like if I do everything like the juicing and the exercising and the time that I wake up and the enemas and all that would be the ideal routine. So part of it was to incorporate about half an hour of exercise every day. The whole idea is for it to be habitual. So I'm just starting with 10 minutes because even on those days where I really don't feel like it, I think 10 minutes is pretty easy to fulfill. So it's just a matter of just moving for 10 minutes. I will probably be gradually increasing the time. So I thought like, okay, 10 minutes this week, maybe next week 15 minutes. But I think 15 minutes is quite a jump because there's about 50% jump. So I think 2.5 minutes, and then after that, and slowly work on week by week to about half an hour. Yes. That's one. And the other thing that I was thinking about also is to actually do a detox in April, but it will be slightly different from how I did it in the first 2 weeks. So the first 2 weeks was pretty intense, and that's when I lost a lot of weight, although that wasn't really my main goal. My main goal actually was to reset my body. I think the weight gain and all that has more to do with hormonal imbalance. So the detox was to actually try to balance my hormones, and then the healthy diet after that was to maintain it so that my body still has the environment to self-heal and self-repair. Initially my plan was to do a detox every week. How does that work out? Okay, so instead of doing a 14-day detox like what I did at the beginning, the actual minimum number of days that a person can detox is 3 days. So I'm planning to do maybe every week 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because those are the days where it's possible for me to work from home. And furthermore, with the coronavirus and all that, we are not really traveling much, even like going out for food and all that. So I was thinking, okay, so maybe that would be a good time. Next month would be a good time to do that. So I am thinking of every week doing that. That would work out to be about 12 full days of detox in the month of April. So the month of April is not so much about, of course, in the meantime, right, from Saturday to Tuesday, I'll be still keeping a healthy diet. So that's part of the lifestyle. So I'm still keeping that, but the part that is not lifestyle like is the 3 days detox every week, because that's not normally what I would do. So I'm doing that more of to hopefully accelerate the healing in my body. So in terms of hormonal imbalance and all that, not to forget with exercise, I'm still doing that, and also I'm still working on my sleep. Yes, so that's what I'm planning. But what happened today was that my initial plan, because today was a juicing day, was to actually just take my yogurt, my fruits, my juices, but it was pretty difficult. I think sometimes my tolerance level and all that, it really depends on how mindful and intentional I am. So today I didn't have to go out for classes. So being a freelancer, sometimes I don't really have the urgency, and I wasn't very productive at work today. And I think the part about not being productive and feeling very not so I was gonna use the word lethargic, but it wasn't so much of a lack of energy than the lack of energy in the sense of purpose and meaning, like today, right? Generally, I feel that the day is usually very focused and targeted when I actually draw out my plan, and that I usually draw out my plan when I do my coffee enema. But I think somehow today I just didn't get around doing it because it was pretty rushed this morning. So I just had a vague idea of what I needed to accomplish, but because I didn't get it written down, I wasn't very productive. And I think that flowed over also to the kind of lethargy and the lack of focus, even to do with my diet today, right? Because I was able to generally, I'm able to use willpower if needed to not and not eat certain things, right? But when I am mindful about the food I eat, I don't really have to use willpower, and I'm able to keep the rules that I have set for myself. But when my energy is scattered, then I need to use willpower. And the thing about willpower and forcing such, it becomes forcing the law or the rule on myself, is that I would tend to rebel, right? So anyway, I rationalize with myself that I needed some carbs anyway. So I ended up eating my ramen with mushrooms, the mushrooms was great because it gave me that tangible feeling of like eating meat, something like that. But I needed something warm as well. I actually juiced already. Like I had my lunch, 3 glasses of juice, and I've juiced 2 glasses for dinner. I had some tangerines in the fridge, but I just didn't have the inclination for it. So I think what happened today made me reflect, am I really able to do like 3-day fasting every day? And I think I am able to do it. It's just that when I do it, my mindset has to be pretty focused, because I think once I am focused, I tend to be able to do things pretty easily. When you're mindful and intentional about things, it's pretty easy. I don't really have to use willpower. And I think one of the ways to get myself in the right frame of mind is actually to start the day right. And to start the day right, it actually begins the night before. Yeah, so what led up to an unproductive day today was actually a late night, because I've been pretty good like keeping my time, hitting my sleep goal, that I've become like, I think when we get easily satisfied, I was like, I've hit it, so I can kind of relax the next day. But actually it doesn't really work that way. It's just and I talk about keeping the word to myself, right? But so anyway, because I've been pretty good at keeping my sleep time, I overshot by 1.5 hours yesterday. So I slept at 1:30 a.m., which was really bad. And so of course, I mentioned before that I tend to wake up about 7 regardless of what time I sleep, and so I wasn't really well rested, and then I dilly-dallied and stuff like that, and then I had to use the toilet in a rush because we share the toilets here, and I was trying to do my coffee enema, etc. etc. Didn't get my schedule planned, then I was unproductive, and then my diet kind of suffered, so it was a little bit in a vicious cycle. So what I learned today is that it actually starts the night before, and I just need to be mindful about how I do things. And I think one of the ways to be mindful is to actually count every minute. Like sometimes I would resort to like jotting down what I do every half an hour. Yeah. Otherwise, sometimes when I'm working, then I'm on Facebook, then after that I'm working, then I'll be on YouTube. So I'm just, so-called multitasking, but it's not really multitasking, right? I'm just scattering my energies. So anyway, that was what happened today, and it wasn't I'm not very happy about it, but I think I know what went wrong, and sometimes it's sometimes I need to settle it in myself that it's just a matter of saying yes or no, and sometimes it's easy to skip over it because it's easy to skip over, right? Because all I had to do was to just shut down my computer and go to bed. But then it'll be like, oh, just one more chapter, oh, just another chapter, and I said, oh, never mind, you know, I think just for today you take a break, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, it's just from the, what's the saying, that it's the little foxes that spoil the vines, right? The rot starts from the roots. Yeah, it starts in the little things. So anyway, that was a good reminder, and I just needed to reflect on that. So I need to knowing that, I just need to be very intentional so that I can get over so that I can actually accomplish what I plan to do in April, which is 3 days of detox every week. And that is to actually maybe, well, to a certain extent, help me accelerate my weight loss a little, because I do have my deadline. I put it in May, but I'm not really pushing that hard for it, because like I mentioned before, it's more important for me to incorporate whatever I do now as part of my lifestyle moving forward. Because the 15 kg that I want to lose, I want to keep it that way, hopefully for the rest of my life. Yeah, and I know that that means giving up a lot of things, and which I'll talk about later. And I think I am willing to do that, and I'll tell you why I'm willing to do that. I hope I remember. So anyway, that's my sharing for today. Yeah, just if you have any questions, feel free to put it down in the comments. If you found the information useful, or if you would like to hear more, do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.